driven into the jaw of Moxley, and now Swerve stomp!
Listen, you can't let a guy see you sweat, and I don't think Swerve's sweating, and I know Mox is not sweating.
Well, the fans are ready, and we're ready too.
The bell has rung, the clock has started. The final Week 4 Gold League match here in the AEW Continental Classic.
Now this started at 20-minute match started at 8:45 Eastern. Again, if it goes to 20-minute time limit, that would take us, or 9:45 take us to 10:05. So we'll stay with it. We need those extra 5 minutes, and the fans are into this one.
A waist lock by Moxley. Swerve bringing him down. And Swerve rolling over.
Interesting going into a MAC game here, Excalibur. I don't know if that's a good move dealing with someone like Mox. Nice, yeah. That's a sweep there, the way he turned his body and turned his opponent to his back. That's just a basic BJJ sweep.
Well, the interesting thing about this matchup, as Jon Moxley gains the top mount, looking for the... He's got to put Swerve to sleep here.
Katakatami was the initial part of it. Something Jake Hager's used for a finishing move for quite some years. It's a great hold, great judo hold, become popular now in jiu-jitsu.
And Tony, the thing I was going to mention is that in this tournament setting, there's some pretty heavy guardrails on both competitors. We know how dirty Jon Moxley and Swerve Strickland like to get, but in this tournament setting, they could be thrown away 3 points if they get a little too aggressive on the outside.
Yeah, you're exactly right. It could be a disqualification and throw away 3 points. How about Jon Moxley giving him a little kiss that time?
Just getting in the head, just kind of getting to the head of your opponent. Mox is good at that.
Technical term is a smooch, Tony.
Smooch, okay. Smooch. I'll write that
down. A smooch from Swerve as well. Taz, this is not scientific, but I would say that the majority of the fans here in Arlington in support of Swerve Strickland.
Seems like that, seems like that, definitely for sure. And I get it, I get why. Nice hammerlock, by the way, by Mox. Good hammerlock there. Yeah, you just gotta, you can't let the people, the 12th man, you can't go too heavy one way or the other with them. You can't. You got to just wrestle your match. If you're Swerve, you're in there with a guy with Mox, multi-time world champion, a guy with a plethora of big match experience.
Nice drop step behind by Swerve. Pulls Moxley back towards center, comes over the top to T. Harris. Moxley got caught by surprise.
Nicely done.
And you see Moxley, he's cursing himself on the outside for letting his guard down.
And Swerve is going to stay in the ring. Look at this. This is great. Great strategy by Swerve. Just back away.
And Taz, we don't see Jon Moxley get unnerved often, if at all. Right. And I think Swerve Strickland out-wrestling Moxley has unnerved him.
He's definitely been a little bit smarter in this match, Swerve has thus far, than Mox has. And you can see Mox's eyes. He's frustrated when he got in the ring, and now he's going right to the strikes.
Well, came in and swinging away.
Ooh! Big shots being exchanged. Swerve Strickland, he's emerged as almost the people's choice of the Gold League. The people and the person getting the loudest support from the fans. And remember, he entered this Gold League, this Continental Classic tournament, fresh off that Texas Death Match with Hangman Adam Page. But right now, oh, look at that. He kicked the ankles, did Swerve.
He was trapped in those ropes. That's what Mox was trapped in.
Oh, DDT on the ropes.
Man, what athletic ability that took. My God.
That was a really, really nasty landing on top of your head.
Lateral press, Moxley kicking out.
That's a good point to get out of that ring, Mox. Just get out and create some separation.
All right.
But we saw Moxley looking into the distance at DDT. Swerve continuing the assault on the outside. As Moxley,
oh, brother,
head first to the squared off steel ring post.
Putting pressure right on that throat, that big boot.
And Swerve and Moxley need to Need to be careful. Yeah, exactly. That's what I was thinking. Only a 10 count on the outside.
Guys, Swerve has wrestled a pretty darn good match here so far.
He's
Excellent match.
Yes, he has.
Oh, but Moxley!
Well, maybe that just changed. I'm not so sure.
Yeah, maybe putting the commentator's curse on Swerve Strickland there as Jon Moxley comes hot out of the corner and raining down elbow strikes.
Remember, Mox is my pick to win the whole Continental Classic. He's going for a double wrist lock here.
Look at that, biting the tricep of Swerve Strickland.
I thought he was going for a double wrist lock. He had him prepared for one, but the bite was more important. I guess. Oh!
Stalling pile driver by Moxley. Covers with some urgency. But Swerve able to roll, break the count.
Uh-oh. You see this one coming. The big stomps now.
The wrist and trapped, and Swerve
sees it too.
Oh, look at that. And dragging the arms of Moxley, sending him spilling through the ropes. As Swerve over the top, Moxley. Oh!
Got trapped in that apron skirt. He's trapped.
Yeah, the left leg
apron skirt. Yeah.
Left leg of Swerve, and ooh!
Well, there's that. Oh man, there's that cord that you can't see that's in the apron skirt that's hitting Swerve in the yam bag region for sure.
And now with the arm hammer, Swerve goes into the steps, and our main event continues in picture-in-picture. Who will move to the top of the Gold League?
Well, that damaged shoulder that's taped up the right shoulder of Strickland. Moxley went right at it. It's good move, smart move.
Again, when you're on the outside, and I know Swerve had his licks in on the outside right in front of us, but when you're on the outside, guys, you're in Jon Moxley's neighborhood.
How about these people here? I mean, the bulk of the match, they're cheering for Strickland. Strickland gets wiped out a bit by Mox. Next thing you know, they're hypocrites.
Taz,
they love Mox.
I know you're new to the business, but let me tell you something.
Yes.
Pro wrestling fans, they're fickle.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
Thank you for letting me know.
You're welcome.
Oh, look at this.
Oh, now Moxley biting Swerve. I'm not sure if that was on the brow or on the nose.
I don't think it mattered.
Now the arm hammer locked.
Yeah.
Moxley going after that heavily taped right arm and now driving down the elbows on the side of the jaw.
Big crash coming up here. Man.
Moxley just wrenching Swerve over with a superplex.
Yeah, now Mox wants him to get up here, Taz, just to knock him down again.
Yeah, it does, because he understands. Mox knows that he's in the driver's seat right now. He knows that Strickland's shoulder's in bad shape.
Right.
He's hurting. He's hammer locking that right arm again. He's got an underhook in it while it's locked up, and he's controlling the jaw. So it's good stuff by Mox.
Look at see Moxley's face. He enjoys this, man. He enjoys hurting the opponent.
You want to hurt people. That's the idea in this business. You want to hurt people.
I know you've always been that way.
Yes, that's how I made money. And you win championships by wanting to hurt people.
What's the expression?
It's not a nice business.
No, and you hurt us sometimes by the things you say backstage.
I hurt you emotionally, but I hurt you verbally. I understand. I'm sorry.
No, look at splitting the fingers of Swerve. And
snapping those little joints in your knuckles and your fingers.
And Swerve.
Man, that's a good way to dislocate someone's finger, Excalibur. I'll tell you that right now.
And so not only does he have his right shoulder to worry about, he has his left hand as well. And Moxley is looking to pick Swerve Strickland apart piece by piece. Moxley lateral press. Swerve able to kick out.
People are fickle.
A raucous crowd joining us here tonight on Dynamite, the final Gold League match in Week 4. Jon Moxley, Swerve Strickland battling for the top of the table in the Gold League of the AEW Continental Classic.
It's going to take one hell of a comeback, Taz.
Yes, sir. That's right, Shivani. And I'll tell you what, Mox, throughout the break, has really worked on that right arm, that right shoulder of Strickland. Also pulled apart the fingers, the joints in his fingers. Oh, what a clothesline. Good God.
And I just was not. Wait a second. Jon Moxley covered. was just notified that we have passed the halfway point in the time limit of this match. We have just passed 10 minutes, but if this keeps going at this pace, Taz, Swerve Strickland may not have 10 more minutes.
I think you're right about that, but Strickland is in pain. He's getting beat up about here. He's got that shoulder taped up. It's a target. He's trying to get a comeback here.
Ducks under, backbreaker by Swerve.
Can he follow up though, Shivani? That's the thing.
That's pure athletic ability, getting that blow in. Let's see what else he's got.
Got to try to follow up if you can.
Swerve accelerates, back elbow. Moxley unsteady on his feet. Bringing his hands up, trying to protect from any more blows coming in, but Swerve, agility personified.
Swerve is amazing. And look at this. Look at this.
Trying to get something going, get some energy going for the pain he's dealing with in that right shoulder.
Swerve, hard chop delivered in the chest of Moxley, backing him up.
Taz, I know it's not easy to shut out that pain.
It's hard. I've had a shoulder injury in the middle of a match.
Right.
It's brutal. Even just throwing chops, he's right-handed, Swerve.
Oh,
He got nailed.
Moxley gonna win it.
He's
The
done.
leg is hooked. Oh, and Swerve kicks out. What anticipation by Moxley.
Thought he had him.
Moxley now looking for that stalling pile driver. No, got style pile driver. Wow. With the S grip between the legs, Swerve, his head driven into the mat, but able to kick out.
Well, with that S grip in between the crotch, in between the legs, you can drive your opponent's head down even more than a basic pile driver. As sadistic as that sounds, it's true.
And Taz, damage to the neck of Swerve Strickland also affects that injured right shoulder.
Immensely. Immensely. Those kicks, man, to the ribs, kicks to the shoulders.
Fans, there you can see we're going to be at the Dollar Loan Center, Henderson, Nevada, for Collision on Saturday, February 10th. Yes, you are right. That is going to be the biggest weekend in the NFL in the Las Vegas area. We're going to be there on Saturday, right before the big game. Tickets go on sale this Friday.
Swerve got his leg kicked out and his jaw kicked in, but Swerve rolls through. Flatliner! Catches Moxley coming into Swerve, now rolls over. Suplex, no. Moxley down, and Moxley gets a surge of adrenaline.
Look at this, and Swerve met him.
A high boot on target, no!
Man, it took all Moxley had, I think, to push out of that, guys.
A great combination, very inventive offense by Swerve Strickland. That makes him such a tough wrestler to prepare for, Taz.
It is. It makes him so tough. It's unpredictability.
And now, look at this, Tony.
Yeah, he's still a little bit out of the BCC playbook here. Is Swerve.
Yeah, exactly out of the playbook.
Hammer anvil blows. Look at this.
Coming down on the jaw of Moxley, but Moxley counters it.
The arm dragged out of it. That's an inside arm drag, and that's a straight kick to the mush.
The house call from Swerve. Can he follow up with the Swerve stomp? Can he capture the top of the table?
Watch Mox.
Moxley's up. Oh my God, it took a nasty spin.
God, what a freaking landing that was.
You're not kidding.
Man, that Swerve, I think he's hurt. That was bad. I think he's banged up out there. That was bad. I looked off the monitor, guys. I could see him to the right here. He landed really bad.
I think Moxley said count him out. Is that what he said? Yes, he did.
Referee Paul Turner up to 5. Can Swerve beat the count?
I like it. I like it by Mox.
Yeah, Moxley will take the count out, and why not?
It's 3 points all the same for Jon Moxley if Swerve gets counted out. And Swerve beats the count, but into the waiting stomp of Moxley. 2, 3, oh no!
15 minutes gone by, 5 remain.
And we heard from Justin Roberts, 15 minutes have elapsed. As Moxley looking to put Swerve to sleep, just like he did Roosh.
They trapped the wrist. But you see Swerve breaking that cross grip to prevent any cut. Now a Juji Katami and armbar here. Juji.
The cross arm breaker on that injured right arm of Swerve Strickland.
That bicep is extended. He's going to have to tap out, guys. That Juji Katami is brutal on an injured shoulder.
And especially with that grip underneath or over the wrist in the armpit from Moxley. He is putting even more pressure, but Swerve makes it to the ropes.
He's not done, Moxley. He's going to pull apart the fingers any little bit more he can get, but that was great match sense by Strickland to be by that bottom rope.
Yeah, and Moxley really frustrated on that one.
Moxley using every bit of that 5 count from referee Paul Turner for the break.
I don't know what he's doing here, but
Moxley now needs to be careful.
Yeah, a disqualification. He's out, man.
Disqualification on Moxley would mean 3 points for Swerve.
This is a big mistake by Moxley doing this. Going outside,
4 minutes
fetching a
remaining.
chair.
As Swerve, boot driven into the jaw of Moxley, and now Swerve stomp!
Rolled him in.
And Moxley's head, the back of his head, driven into this thin padding at ringside.
Strickland's got him right where he needs him. Strickland's got to try and nail this double stomp right here.
Swerve Strickland up to the top.
He's in a perfect spot to nail him.
Oh, but
Yes! Swerve! It's gonna stomp!
He's got it.
Wow! 1, 2, no!
that was his big shot right there, guys.
That might have been his last shot. What a great kick out by Mox.
And the fans are just digging this.
Looking for that JML driver. Moxley counters the roll through. The deep cover. Oh, he got him! He got him!
Oh, I think that shoulder might have been up too.